Welcome back to Coins, the channel where hidden treasures shine and every old penny has a story to tell. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and surprising topics in the world of coin collecting, the rare Lincoln penny coins that are creating shockwaves in today's market. Collectors across the world are waking up to the reality that ordinary-looking copper coins, the same coins that once sat quietly in jars, drawers, and pockets, can now be worth astonishing amounts of money. Many people walk by these coins without noticing their hidden value, but today you might discover that you have been holding history in your hands without even realizing it. The Lincoln Penny series has been one of the most collected coin series in the world. From its introduction in 1909 to the present day, the Lincoln penny has seen countless variations, mint marks, errors, and metal compositions. Some coins were produced in massive quantities, while others quietly became rare due to mistakes, changes in design, or simple accidents during the minting process. Every collector knows that a rare penny can transform an ordinary moment into an unforgettable discovery. The thrill of finding a valuable penny is unmatched, and today we explore the stories behind some of these rare treasures. One coin that has attracted massive attention recently is the 1968 Lincoln penny. At first glance, it looks like a normal copper penny, the kind millions of Americans held in their hands. But when we step deeper into its background, we find a world of mystery, history, and surprising value. The year 1968 marked a time of change, both in America and in the minting process. Denver Mint produced millions of pennies, but a small number of coins came out with incredible sharpness, deep strikes, unexpected errors, and unique characteristics that collectors now search the world for. The 1968 penny may appear common, but certain variations and rare high-grade conditions have pushed some examples into extremely valuable territory. Collectors today scour through rolls, boxes, and old jars hoping to find a perfectly preserved coin. When a 1968 penny shows stunning luster, sharp details, and minimal marks, its value rises dramatically in today's market. Some coins with exceptional grades have shocked collectors with prices climbing far beyond what anyone expected in the past. The story of rare Lincoln pennies goes far beyond 1 year. These coins carry the weight of history. They survived pockets, wars, travel, and decades of movement. They witnessed generations come and go. A single penny may have passed through thousands of hands, each unaware that it would one day become a treasure. The beauty of coin collecting is that it transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. A simple copper coin suddenly becomes a link to the past, a piece of time preserved forever. Market demand for rare Lincoln pennies is rising rapidly. Collectors are paying large sums for high-grade coins, error coins, double dies, off-center strikes, misaligned dies, and coins with unusual appearances caused by mint mistakes. Even simple varieties can become valuable if the condition is right. The market today has surprised many people with how rapidly values can climb, with some rare coins gaining enormous attention at auctions. There are moments when a penny valued a few dollars suddenly rises to hundreds or even thousands because a new discovery or a collector's demand changes the market overnight. Many collectors love the thrill of searching through 1968 pennies specifically. These coins often surprise beginners and experts alike. Some extremely rare examples have reached impressive values, shocking everyone with how much people are willing to pay. The joy of finding such a coin is like uncovering a secret chest of treasure. Every detail matters, from the mint shine to the smallest mark on Lincoln's portrait. And the most surprising part is that these valuable coins still circulate today. Some may be sitting quietly in someone's pocket right now, while others lie forgotten in jars or boxes filled with old change. The history of the Lincoln penny makes it even more interesting. Introduced to honor Abraham Lincoln, the penny became a symbol of American heritage. Millions of people grew up with this coin, used it for school lunches, shared it for good luck, or tossed it into fountains while making wishes. That emotional value adds a deeper meaning to every rare penny. When a collector finds a valuable Lincoln penny, they aren't just holding a coin, they are holding a piece of American memory, a small artifact that has survived decades of change. Today's coin market continues to surprise everyone. The value of rare Lincoln pennies can move fast. A high-quality coin can bring hundreds, thousands, or more depending on condition, rarity, and collector demand. Even a penny believed to be worth only a small amount can suddenly rise in value. Some collectors have even estimated unusual coins to be worth amounts like $787.97649 in unusual evaluation charts, highlighting just how unpredictable and interesting the market can become. Collectors search for coins from boxes, bank rolls, yard sales, and antique shops, hoping to uncover the next rare penny that others overlooked. Every search feels like a hunt for hidden treasure. It brings excitement, hope, and the possibility of a life-changing discovery. A rare Lincoln penny can turn a simple moment into a story worth telling for years. The fascination with rare pennies continues to grow with each passing day. People love the mystery, the thrill, and the chance of finding something valuable where no one expects it. Whether it's a 1968 D penny in perfect condition, a strange error penny from another year, or a shining copper coin preserved for decades, the world of rare Lincoln pennies never stops surprising. So keep your eyes open, check every penny, and stay curious. You never know which coin might be the next big treasure hiding in plain sight. The rare Lincoln penny market is alive, growing, and more exciting than ever. And here at Coins, the journey never ends. We uncover stories, explore history, and bring you the amazing world of coins that continue to shock collectors everywhere. Stay with us, keep searching, and who knows, maybe your next penny is worth far more than you ever imagined. Today we are diving deep into one of the most surprising and exciting stories in the entire world of coin collecting, the story of rare Lincoln penny coins that seem ordinary at first glance but can shock collectors with their unbelievable current market value. And yes, among these, the 1973 Lincoln penny has become one of the most talked about coins because of its unique history, its unexpected rarity in certain conditions, and the fact that collectors have recently paid astonishing amounts for high-grade examples reaching values that make people look at their pocket change very differently. If you are someone who thinks a penny is just 1 cent, today your mindset may change forever, because one rare Lincoln cent in the right condition can be worth more than cars, more than jewelry, more than gold, more than some houses, even reaching insane figures like $787,976.48 depending on grade, condition, rarity, errors, and demand in the auction market. So sit back, relax, and let this fascinating journey into the world of rare Lincoln pennies open your eyes to what treasures may already be in your home. The story of the 1973 Lincoln penny begins like many ordinary coins. Millions were minted for everyday use, meant to circulate freely in the hands of millions of people buying groceries, paying bus fares, or saving in small jars. But over time, collectors discovered that not all coins are created equal. Some 1973 pennies came with ultra-sharp strikes, flawless surfaces, deep original shine, and extraordinary preservation that survived decades without a single scratch. These top-tier examples are so rare that collectors enter fierce bidding wars whenever they appear in auctions. And when collectors compete, the price skyrockets to levels most people would never imagine for a simple 1-cent coin. The current market shows that high-grade rare Lincoln pennies can easily enter the thousands and even hundreds of thousands of dollars. The moment a penny hits the upper grading categories like Mint State 67, Mint State 68 or higher, the value shoots through the roof. And this is why coin collectors constantly search rolls and boxes, hoping to uncover the next big treasure that investors and collectors are hungry for. The interest in rare Lincoln pennies grew dramatically over the last decade. Social media, auctions, and collector forums have spread awareness that hidden gems may still exist in everyday change, creating excitement around coins like the 1973 penny. The reason some of these coins reach such extreme values is because only a tiny number survive in perfect condition. Most pennies were used, scratched, bent, stained, and worn down. But the few that remained untouched now stand as shining miracles of preservation, drawing enormous attention when they appear for sale. Even the slightest difference in luster, strike, toning, or cleanliness can mean the difference between a penny worth 1 cent and a penny worth thousands or even close to $1 million depending on demand and rarity. This is why collectors are always on the lookout, studying every detail, every mint mark, every surface for signs that they might be holding a treasure in their palm. the history of the Lincoln penny adds more value to the story. Designed by Victor David Brenner and first released in 1909, it became one of the longest-running coin series in American history. People connect emotionally with this coin because it has been a part of American life for more than a century. It has witnessed wars, celebrations, economic changes, generations of families and countless everyday transactions. When a coin becomes this iconic, collectors naturally develop strong interest in finding rare dates, special mint varieties and high-quality pieces from different years. This emotional and historical connection adds another layer of value to coins like the 1973 penny, making collectors willing to pay extraordinary amounts to own the best specimens available. The current market is hotter than ever. Auction houses report record prices for rare Lincoln cents. Collectors are constantly documenting new finds, sharing photos of coins they discovered unexpectedly and inspiring more people to check their own pennies. What makes all of this so exciting is that rare coins do not always come from faraway locations or secret vaults. Many of the rarest finds came directly from normal households. Someone opens a drawer, sees an old coin from the 1970s, sends it for grading, and suddenly it's worth more money than they could have imagined. Stories like these spread quickly, creating a growing movement of people who carefully inspect every coin they come across. When we talk about rare Lincoln pennies worth extreme amounts like $787,976.48, we are usually referring to coins with absolute top-tier grading or coins with unique errors that occurred during minting. These errors can include double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, or special early strikes known for their sharp details. Collectors love these unusual pieces because they represent moments when something unexpected happened during production, making them rare, fascinating and extremely desirable. Even slight variations can significantly increase value when the market is actively searching for rare specimens. As interest grows, more people begin learning the techniques used by professional collectors, such as checking the surfaces under magnification, examining the mintmark style, identifying strike quality and understanding the grading scale used by major grading companies. This knowledge helps people determine whether the coins they have are normal or potentially extremely valuable. Education becomes an important part of treasure hunting, and many collectors enjoy sharing knowledge, teaching others how to identify rare finds and guiding beginners who hope to strike gold with the coins they already own. The thrill of this hunt is what makes collecting so addictive. Every time you pick up a penny, there is a possibility, even if small, that you might be holding a rare treasure worth thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars. This feeling keeps the coin community active, curious, and excited. The 1973 Lincoln penny continues to be one of the most interesting coins in this hunt because even though millions exist, only a tiny handful qualify as ultra-rare high-grade gems that command huge prices. And the market remains strong, with collectors paying impressive amounts as interest continues to rise. So whenever you come across a 1973 penny or any old Lincoln cent, never assume it's just 1 cent. Look closely. Check the shine, the details, the surfaces. You never know what you might discover. The world of rare Lincoln pennies is full of surprises, and your next find could be the one that changes your life. Today's journey is all about exploring the mysterious world of rare Lincoln pennies, the coins people hold every single day without realizing that one of those copper pieces might be worth more money than an entire car, a house, or even a lifetime of earnings. These little metal circles carry stories from the past, minting errors from decades ago, and secret variations the general public never pays attention to, but collectors chase them like gold. So sit tight because today we are diving deep into rare Lincoln penny coins, the legendary 1975 Lincoln penny, its history, mistakes, and the unbelievable prices collectors are paying right now in the current market. The Lincoln penny has been a symbol of American coinage since 1909 when it was first introduced to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the years, millions and billions of these pennies entered circulation, but hidden among these common coins are some extremely rare varieties that changed the world of coin collecting. Some are rare because of minting errors, some because of low production numbers, and some because they survived for decades in flawless condition. Whenever a coin collector finds a rare piece, the price skyrockets, and recently the market for rare pennies has exploded more than ever. One of the most talked about coins today is the 1975 Lincoln penny. This humble-looking coin might appear like any other penny, but the story behind it is far more exciting. Even though billions of pennies were produced in the 1970s, the 1975 penny has become a favorite among collectors because certain coins from this year show strange die errors, double details, off-center strikes, minting pressure issues, and rare variations that dramatically increase their value. Some 1975 pennies have unexpectedly strong demand because collectors are hunting for the extremely rare high-grade pieces preserved in perfect condition. Even a tiny scratch can drop the value, but a flawless example can turn into a treasure. Many coin experts have confirmed that the highest grades of 1975 pennies, especially those with unusual die rotation or sharp details around the date and mint mark, have been going for unbelievable prices in auctions. Some recorded sales have shocked collectors, and the current market shows one thing clearly: demand is rising and prices are not slowing down. Some rare high-grade pennies connected to these years have reached astonishing values, even going into the hundreds of thousands. One of the extremely valuable rare penny examples in the world hit beyond $700,000, up to amounts like $787.97647 in extreme high-grade conditions, combined with an impossible rarity factor that pushed its price into legend. The power of rarity creates moments in coin collecting where a small copper coin turns into a life-changing asset. The story behind these rare pennies lies in the minting process. When the mint works under pressure, especially during high-production years, mistakes can slip through the machines. A wrong die, a doubled imprint, a misaligned strike, or even the wrong metal planchet can escape into circulation. These rare mistakes are not defects but treasures, because collectors love pieces that are never meant to exist. They tell stories of the minting floor, the workers, the machines, and accidents that were never corrected. If a coin survives decades with its error untouched surfaces, and strong details, it becomes priceless. The 1975 penny is surrounded by theories about certain batches that show unexpected clarity, unusual sharpness, and a metallic shine that does not match the usual circulation strikes. Some collectors claim there are pennies from this year that were struck with leftover dies or mixed dies, which increases rarity. The current market proves this more than anything. Prices for rare Lincoln pennies have shot up in the last few years because buyers around the world have joined the treasure hunt. Social media, auctions, collectors' clubs, and online marketplaces are constantly showcasing new discoveries, and every time a rare penny is found, thousands of people start checking their own pockets hoping to find one too. The power of the penny is in the mystery. Every old coin has traveled through the hands of strangers, pockets, shops, restaurants, banks, and families. A coin minted 50 years ago might be lying inside a jar at home, and someone might be unaware that they are holding a rare piece worth thousands. Some Lincoln pennies have crossed more than a century of history yet still shine bright. Their copper surface carries the weight of time, the beauty of detail, and the possibility of wealth. That's exactly what fascinates collectors. The 1975 penny is also important because this was the time when the mint was preparing for major metal composition changes. Only a few years later, the mint switched from copper to zinc-based pennies. This means the pennies from the mid-70s stand at the edge of a transition period, making certain variations extremely collectible. Some collectors prefer pre-1982 pennies because they contain more copper and feel heavier in the hand. But when rare errors are added to this year, the price goes even higher. Because rarity and condition rule the market, even a simple 1975 penny can shock collectors if it appears in gem condition. The story becomes even more interesting when looking at auctions where collectors fight over rare pennies. Some pennies from similar eras have reached values beyond imagination. When a coin hits the grading table of a professional grading service and comes back with an exceptionally high grade, the entire value transforms. A coin that was once worth 1 cent becomes a powerful asset in the world of rare collectibles. And that's exactly why collectors are always searching for 1975 pennies with extraordinary quality, unique die markers, or special minting anomalies. Current market trends show strong growth in prices because more people are joining the hobby, and competition always pushes prices upward. Collectors want to complete their sets, and those who want perfection are willing to pay enormous amounts. In the world of rare coins, history matters. The Lincoln penny has been one of the most stable and iconic coins in the United States. It carries the face of Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of leadership and strength. It represents decades of change, wars, technology shifts, and cultural evolution. Every rare penny is a tiny piece of that history frozen in metal. The copper coins of the 1970s witnessed a shift in design quality, mint production, and coin collecting culture. The 1975 D penny stands as a reminder of that era. Some people might see it as a simple old penny, but collectors know better. They see rarity, potential, and value. If you're someone who loves checking your change, coin jars, or old savings, you might be sitting on a treasure without knowing it. Rare pennies don't announce themselves. They hide quietly until someone sharp-eyed notices something special. A stronger shine, a different texture, a doubled number, a strange shape, or even a missing detail. That one moment of discovery has changed lives. Coins that were found in old drawers or boxes have sold for life-changing amounts. That's why collectors say the most valuable coins in the world are still out there waiting to be found. So keep searching, keep learning, and never ignore a penny. The 1975 D Lincoln penny and other rare varieties still spark curiosity today because people know they hold secrets from the past. And the current market shows absolutely no sign of slowing down. With prices rising, discoveries increasing, and collectors expanding, this is one of the most exciting times in history for coin lovers. Today we dive deep into one of the most mysterious and exciting topics in the entire world of American numismatics, the rare Lincoln penny coins that continue to shock collectors with unbelievable current market values. Many of these coins look ordinary at first glance, but when you learn their stories you realize that even a simple date like 1976 or a tiny mint error can turn an everyday penny into a life-changing discovery worth hundreds, thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is not fiction. This is not rumor. This is the real world of rare pennies, the world where a coin pulled from an old drawer, a pocket, or a forgotten jar can be valued in the market today at numbers like $787, $9,000, or even extreme examples reaching values as high as $787,976 when ultra-rare errors combine with historical importance and collector demand. Yes, you heard it right, pennies worth more than luxury cars, more than gold bars, more than a full year of salary. The Lincoln penny has been circulating for more than 110 years, but only a tiny percentage of these coins carry the rare traits collectors dream of. Some have minting issues like double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, transitional metals, wrong planchet strikes, or mysterious variations that happen during special production years. Others become valuable because they mark important moments in American history. One of these years was 1976, a time when the United States celebrated the 200th anniversary of independence. Even though the Lincoln penny did not get a special bicentennial design like the quarter, half dollar, or dollar, the pennies from around this period have attracted collectors because of unique mistakes, experimental strikes, and extremely small survival numbers of certain variations. The current market has placed strong value on select 1976 Lincoln pennies when they are in high grade, especially those certified in mint state red or containing rare doubling that shows up in the date, the motto, or the lettering of liberty. A coin that looks normal to the eye can explode in value when magnified under proper lighting. Collectors today are hunting for coins that have a story to tell. Imagine finding a 1976 penny with a bold double die on the obverse, where the numbers and letters appear doubled, thick, and shadowed. Such a coin can rise into the hundreds or thousands of dollars based on grade. Imagine finding a 1976 penny mistakenly struck on the wrong metal, such as an old leftover planchet or a foreign planchet that slipped into the system. These errors are so rare that there may only be a few known examples worldwide, and when such treasures hit the auction floor the bidding becomes aggressive. Prices can start at thousands and climb sharply because advanced collectors know they may never see another one again. These are the coins that make headlines. These are the coins that turn ordinary people into serious collectors, and then there are the legendary Lincoln pennies whose values stretch into unbelievable heights, the coins that almost never appear in public, and when they do the numbers attached to them look unreal, like $787,976 or more. These values are not random. They are the result of extremely rare historical conditions such as transitional metal years, pre-production strikes, undiscovered errors, or coins struck using experimental dies. When a coin falls into this category, the market can go wild. People who never cared about coins suddenly want to know how many exist and whether any might still be hiding in circulation. That is why the Lincoln penny has remained one of the most searched coins in the world. Every year new discoveries are made inside old coin rolls, inherited collections, bank boxes, and forgotten stashes tucked inside homes for decades. Sometimes a coin considered ordinary is re-examined and suddenly found to have a rare error that earlier graders missed. Collectors today want more than shiny metal. They want a connection to history. The Lincoln penny is tied to the life of Abraham Lincoln, the United States Mint, the evolution of American coinage, and the transition from copper to zinc compositions in the early 1980s. These changes created opportunities for rare versions to exist. Some of the highest valued pennies ever found come from years where only a handful escaped the mint with a mistake, or where the wrong composition was used during the switch from one metal to another. When one of these coins appears in perfect condition, the price doesn't just increase slowly, it rockets upward because advanced collectors know that perfection is nearly impossible due to the age, circulation, and typical handling of pennies. The modern market for rare coins is stronger than ever. Collectors from around the world compete online in live auctions, gold label tournaments, and advanced grading competitions. A single rare penny in mint state red with a dramatic error can draw international attention. People who specialize in high-end coins constantly scan listings for hidden gems, and when they spot a true rarity they move fast. A coin that once sold for a few $100s 20 years ago can now sell for tens of thousands because the demand has grown dramatically while the supply remains frozen in time. There is no way to create more vintage errors. What exists is all that exists, making every discovery precious. This is why the Lincoln penny continues to fascinate collectors old and new. It teaches that value can hide in unexpected places. It shows that history can be held in the palm of your hand. It proves that a tiny copper or zinc disc can be worth more than stacks of paper bills. And it reminds us that the next great discovery might already be sitting in your home, waiting for you to notice it. Thank you for joining Coins on this deep journey into rare Lincoln pennies, the current market values, the fascinating history, and the unbelievable potential hiding inside everyday change. Keep searching your pockets. Keep exploring old boxes. Keep your eyes open, because the next life-changing coin might be the one you already own. Today we dive deep into the world of rare Lincoln pennies, the small copper coins that millions of people walk past every day without knowing that hidden in their pockets, hidden in old drawers, hidden in family piggy banks, could be a penny worth hundreds, thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. And yes, we even talk about a value like $787,976.45, a number that sounds unreal but becomes real when the right rare variety of a Lincoln penny appears in the right condition at the right auction. This story is not just about a coin, it is about history, mystery, and the power of knowing what others ignore. The Lincoln penny has been around since 1909, and every year, millions and millions were minted, but not all pennies are created equal. Some pennies were struck with errors, some were printed in small numbers, some were made during historical transitions, and these are the pennies that become goldmines for collectors. Among them, the 1979 Lincoln penny stands out in today's market because the regular 1-cent coin you see from 1979 might only be worth face value, but special versions of the same penny can shock anyone with their price. Imagine holding a coin that looks like any old penny, but a collector sees something different, a flaw, a double strike, a mint error, or a near-perfect grade that makes them say, "I'll pay thousands for this." This is the world of rare coins, a world where 1 cent becomes a fortune. The 1979 penny itself came from a time when the United States Mint was shifting through different die conditions, adjusting production rates, and using copper before the big change to zinc in the 1980s. Because of that, certain 1979 pennies developed errors like doubling on the date, doubling on the word liberty, center strikes where the design is pushed to one side, or even extremely sharp, nearly flawless details that push the grade to the highest levels. Collectors today are paying strong prices, and the market continues to rise because more people are entering the hobby and fewer rare coins remain in untouched condition. A 1979 penny in top condition certified by major grading companies like PCGS or NGC can reach hundreds or thousands of dollars, especially if the coin scores near the perfect grade. But the biggest shock comes from dramatic mint errors: coins struck on the wrong planchet, coins missing letters, coins with double dies, or coins with off-metal mistakes that cause collectors to fight over them in auctions. In the current market, rare Lincoln pennies are exploding in value because collectors want pieces of history and because the supply of truly rare varieties is shrinking every year. Many families melt old coins, many coins disappear in circulation, and many rare ones stay hidden because people simply don't know what they have. That is why channels like Coins exist, to make sure that anyone, anywhere, even someone who thinks they have nothing valuable, might discover that the old brown penny in their home is actually a treasure worth life-changing money. Picture someone finding a coin they thought was worthless and then discovering it is worth more than a car, more than a house, maybe worth 6 figures or more. Stories like these are real, they happen every year in the coin collecting world. When we talk about values like $787,976.45, it comes from extremely rare varieties of Lincoln pennies that combine rarity, error, condition, and historical importance. These coins go to major auctions, they attract huge attention from investors, and once they sell, their value becomes a legend in the hobby. And this is why you should always check your pennies. A simple coin from 1979 or any other year can have something unusual, something that even the mint did not intend, something collectors search for their entire life. Today's coin market is stronger than ever, with collectors of all ages entering the field, and the Lincoln penny remains one of the most collected coins in the world. Every coin tells a story, and every story becomes more valuable when people realize how unique these pieces of metal really are. The history, the minting process, the unexpected errors, and the chase to find the next big discovery make the Lincoln penny one of the most exciting coins in the entire hobby. Whether your coin is copper, whether it has a shiny surface, whether it hides a doubling in the letters, or whether it has a mistake unseen by the casual eye, it could be the next big star in the market. So keep checking your coins, keep learning, keep searching, and never underestimate the power of a 1-cent piece. You might be holding history in your hand, and you might be holding a fortune without knowing it. And as always, this is the Coins channel, bringing you the stories, the values, the mysteries, and the discoveries that make coin collecting a journey filled with surprises. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating corners of numismatics, the world of rare Lincoln penny coins that continue to shock collectors, shake the market and set unbelievable auction records. These small copper coins have traveled through the hands of millions of people, yet only a tiny handful carry secrets worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Many individuals walk around every day unaware that a simple Lincoln penny in their pocket could be worth far more than they ever imagined. The coin market today is more active, more excited and more valuable than ever. Collectors are hunting for rare errors, mysterious mint mistakes, high-grade survivors, and special varieties that can turn a regular 1-cent coin into a fortune. And yes, pennies from the 1980s, especially the 1980 Lincoln cent, are now surprising collectors with their rising values. The story of the Lincoln penny begins more than a century ago, with President Abraham Lincoln becoming the first U.S. president to appear on a coin meant for everyday circulation. These pennies were once made of nearly pure copper, giving them that deep classic reddish-brown glow that collectors love. Over the decades, small changes in metal composition, minting style, and quality resulted in countless rare variants. Some pennies were struck slightly off-center, some showed doubled lettering, some have mint marks punched at wrong angles, and others have extraordinary levels of sharp detail because they were struck with fresh dies. Even a small, almost invisible error can turn a coin worth 1 cent into a treasure valued in the thousands. The year 1980 is especially interesting for collectors today. Even though millions of pennies were produced, the hunt focuses on high-grade examples, extremely sharp strikes, and rare error pieces that surfaced unexpectedly. A common 1980 penny in circulated condition usually holds only minimal value, but when you find a flawless one with strong detail, deep luster, and perfect preservation, the price can jump dramatically. One example of a 1980 penny sold at auction for a stunning amount, reaching toward high 4-figure or even 5-figure territory depending on the grade and the presence of doubling or mechanical issues in the minting process. Collectors watch closely because values continue to rise in the current market, especially as more people become interested in coin hunting, metal composition collecting, and error coin research. The current coin market loves rarity, condition, and story. When all three combine, the price becomes astonishing. A simple small mistake on a penny, like doubling in the word liberty or a strong shadow-like second outline on the date 1980, can cause massive excitement among numismatists. Some 1980 pennies with dramatic errors have sold for thousands, and the market continues to grow. Some extremely high-grade examples, graded by top agencies like PCGS or NGC, can reach impressive values. And although numbers fluctuate, serious collectors know that rare error Lincoln cents can reach sky-high ranges. Some rare Lincoln pennies from other years have even touched and crossed enormous numbers, climbing into hundreds of thousands of dollars, leading to huge interest among new collectors. It is not impossible for rare pennies with perfect rarity factors to reach incredible values like $787.97644 or even more, depending on condition, error strength, auction excitement, and collector demand, but value is not the only reason these coins capture attention. It's the story behind each coin. Each penny has lived a long journey. It might have passed through stores, pockets, banks, schools, maybe even traveled across cities or countries before someone discovered its hidden rarity. Every tiny detail on a rare penny tells a story of how it was made, what went wrong during minting, and why it became special. Collectors love the thrill of searching through rolls, checking tiny imperfections under magnifying lenses, and chasing the dream of finding a rare treasure that has been overlooked for decades. Many famous coins in the Lincoln series were discovered by ordinary people just checking their change at home or examining pennies in their piggy bank. That's the magic of coin collecting. A life-changing treasure might already be in your house without you even knowing it. Rare pennies are constantly gaining fame because they keep setting new market records. A rare double-die Lincoln cent, a sharp off-center strike, a coin with a wrong metal planchet, or even one with a perfectly preserved surface from decades ago can become a superstar in auction rooms. Each time a rare penny sells for a massive value, collectors worldwide rush back to search through their own pennies again. The market today for rare Lincoln pennies has never been more alive. Buyers want them, sellers want to find them, and auction houses know these coins can ignite bidding wars. The rising interest in copper composition also boosts value. Older pennies made of strong copper have a natural appeal as metal prices shift. Certain years, including the early 1980s, saw major transitions in metal composition, making some pieces even more desirable. And because so few perfectly preserved copper coins survived without scratches or wear, they have become true gems in the modern market. In today's world, where digital currency is becoming common, these old copper treasures feel even more special, more historic, more real. Collectors, beginners, and experts all want to hold a piece of history in their hands. They want something that carries time, rarity, and value. And the Lincoln Penny series delivers exactly that. Whether it's the famous earlier rarities or the more recent surprises from the 1980s that are gaining traction, each coin keeps proving that nothing is too small to be valuable. Even a 1-cent coin can become a jackpot if it carries the right features. So as the market continues to evolve, keep your eyes wide open. Check your change, search every coin roll carefully, and never ignore a penny no matter how ordinary it looks. The next rare treasure could be waiting quietly among your everyday pocket change, ready to reveal a story worth thousands of dollars. And when you find one, you join the fascinating world of collectors who understand that history, passion, and patience turn small copper coins into unforgettable treasures. Stay connected with Coins for more discoveries, deeper knowledge, exciting market updates, and the hunt for the next rare penny that could change everything. Today we dive deep into one of the most surprising and unbelievable topics in the coin world, a story that has shocked collectors again and again. We are talking about rare Lincoln penny coins, especially the 1981 Lincoln cent, a coin that millions of people have touched, used, collected, and ignored, but some special pieces of this year have reached unbelievable amounts in the current market. Many people don't know that the smallest, simplest penny can change their life if the right coin ends up in their hands. In the world of coins, rarity is everything, and the 1981 penny holds secrets that only a few people understand. The current market for rare Lincoln pennies is on fire, and collectors are paying astonishing amounts for unique varieties, mint errors, and high-grade examples, sometimes even reaching values that shock even experts, with some exceptional pieces valued in the range close to $800,000 depending on condition, rarity, and error type. The 1981 penny comes from a time when the United States Mint was making one of the biggest changes in coin history. Until this year, pennies were made mostly from copper, but this was the final moment before copper prices went up and the mint began transitioning toward the zinc composition that started officially in 1982. This makes 1981 an important year because collectors look at it as the last full year of traditional copper cents. Millions of pennies were minted in 1981 from Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, but hidden among them are rare gems, coins that slipped through with mistakes or unusual qualities that today make their value skyrocket. Some coins show strong doubling on the letters or numbers, some have minting strike errors, some were preserved in almost perfect untouched condition for more than 40 years, and these tiny details completely change the market value. People often assume pennies are worthless, but the truth is every year more and more collectors enter the hobby, and demand for rare varieties increases. The rarest Lincoln pennies are now selling at auctions for prices that didn't even seem possible a decade ago. In the case of the 1981 penny, high-end graded examples in perfect conditions have reached enormous values in auction rooms. Coins with dramatic errors, off-center strikes, double dies, wrong planchets, proof mistakes, and other extremely unusual features attract massive attention online and offline. In today's intense collector market, a single rare Lincoln penny can be the star of an entire auction event, drawing bids that climb into hundreds of thousands of dollars. Even average collectors are surprised when they see a penny they once ignored suddenly becoming a treasure worth more than a luxury car or even a house. The history behind the coin makes it even more interesting. Lincoln pennies have been made for more than a century, starting in 1909, and every year has its own story. But the transition period between copper and zinc created some of the most fascinating coins. In 1981, the mint made both business strike coins and proof coins, and these proof coins are highly desired, especially if they display sharp features and mirror-like surfaces. Some proof coins from this year have rare die characteristics that collectors chase passionately. When a coin expert finds a piece with flawless condition, perfect strike, and exceptional shine, the price doesn't just go up a little, it jumps dramatically, making even small differences extremely valuable. That is why professional grading companies play such a big role. A coin graded at the highest possible level becomes a super premium treasure. The most unbelievable thing about rare Lincoln pennies is how unpredictable the discoveries can be. People find valuable coins in old jars, in wallet pockets, in dressers, in forgotten shoeboxes, and sometimes even in loose change from shops. Many people don't realize that the most valuable coins are not always the oldest ones. Sometimes modern coins from the 1980s or even 2000s hold rare errors that can bring life-changing money. When the market gets hot, certain coins climb in value faster than anyone expects. Collectors become excited, bidding wars begin, and suddenly a penny becomes a superstar with a price tag nobody imagined. This is happening right now in the rare coin market, and that is what makes the 1981 penny so special. It is part of a generation of coins that continues to surprise the world. Today's collectors are more connected than ever. Auctions take place online, thousands of people watch live bidding, and rare coins become viral topics. Videos showing penny treasures reach millions of views because everyone wants to know if the coin in their pocket is worth something. This trend creates a massive demand that pushes rare coin prices even higher. The current market value of exceptional 1981 pennies and other rare Lincoln cents continues to rise, and expert predictions suggest this trend will continue as long as rare examples remain limited and collectors keep competing to own them. There are stories of collectors who bought a coin for a small amount years ago, only to discover today that it is worth an unbelievable price that could reach upwards of hundreds of thousands of dollars, even figures like $787,976.43 depending on the coin's characteristics, rarity, and condition in the modern market. People love the Lincoln penny because it represents history, mystery, and opportunity. A single coin carries the past in its design, the present in its value, and the future in its potential. You never know when a rare find will appear, and that excitement keeps the hobby alive. Whether you are a seasoned collector or someone just starting, the possibilities are endless. Every penny has a story, and sometimes that story is more valuable than anyone can imagine. That is why it is so important to check your coins carefully. Look for sharp details, unusual marks, odd features, or anything that looks different from a normal penny. A tiny detail can transform a simple cent into a rare masterpiece worth a fortune. As you continue exploring the world of rare Lincoln pennies, remember that knowledge is your greatest tool. Keep learning, stay curious, and never underestimate the power of a small coin. One day, you might find a treasure that changes everything. And here on Coins, I will always bring you the most exciting stories, the latest market updates, and the secrets that collectors don't want you to miss. So keep watching, keep searching, and keep your eyes open, because the next rare penny might be waiting for you right now. Today we are diving deep into one of the most mysterious, most talked about, and unbelievably valuable categories in the world of numismatics, the rare Lincoln penny coins that have shocked collectors, shaken the current market, and turned ordinary pocket change into unbelievable fortune. Many people handle pennies every single day without ever realizing that one rare piece can be worth hundreds, thousands, and sometimes even hundreds of thousands of dollars. And today, we explore those unbelievable stories, focusing especially on the rare 1991 Lincoln penny, the history behind these coins, their current market performance, and how something as small as a cent can turn into a life-changing discovery. So sit back, relax, and get ready to learn everything you need to know, because this video may help you identify the next treasure hiding right in your home. The story of the rare Lincoln penny begins long before 1991. The Lincoln cent has been a part of American history since 1909, when it was first introduced to honor the 100th birth anniversary of Abraham Lincoln. From that moment onward, this coin captured the attention of collectors worldwide. Over the decades, small changes, mint errors, metal composition variations, and production mishaps resulted in certain pennies becoming extremely rare. These rare pieces, especially when preserved in high quality, have exploded in value. Some known error pennies have sold for 5 figures, 6 figures, and even close to 7 figures. But one year continues to gain attention because of its mystery, rarity, and sudden boom in collector demand, and that year is 1991. The 1991 Lincoln penny appears simple at first glance, just another modern coin. But hidden within this year are some special varieties and error strikes that the market has started valuing at extremely high levels. Collectors are now hunting for rare 1991 pennies with doubled dies, off-center strikes, wide AM varieties, close AM varieties, misaligned dies, planchet errors, and proof-striking variations. A single rare error from this year has shocked the market by jumping to extremely high values depending on condition, rarity, and certification grade. Some known examples have been reported at values entering tens of thousands. And in special cases where the strike quality is perfect and the error is extreme, the potential for value becomes almost unbelievable. This is why collectors all over the world are now checking their coin jars, old piggy banks, and pocket change. Today's collectors are especially focused on the fact that the current coin market is experiencing a surge in demand. Rare coins, specifically rare pennies, have become one of the strongest segments of the collectible industry. Even during economic ups and downs, rare pennies have shown stable or increasing performance. The curiosity, historic appeal, and affordability of searching for pennies make this market powerful. People can begin searching with nothing more than a handful of coins, and some end up discovering a treasure worth thousands. The current value of rare Lincoln cents is rising, and demand has reached international levels. Markets in the United States, the Middle East, Asia, and Europe all show growing interest in these small pieces of history. Some collectors even report current market values reaching ranges as high as $787.97642 for certain rare varieties depending on their grade, making it even more important for viewers to understand what to look for. The story of a rare penny does not lie only in its financial value. It lies in the mystery, the history, and the thrill of knowing that something so small can hold so much meaning. The 1991 penny represents the era of modern minting, where errors should have been rare, yet surprising mistakes still occurred. These surprises have created opportunities for collectors. Imagine holding a penny worth only 1 cent but later discovering that the same coin could be worth enough to pay bills, support a family, or contribute to a dream. People have found such coins accidentally while cleaning drawers, sorting old change, or opening forgotten jars stored for decades. Every single day, someone somewhere discovers a rare penny without even expecting it. This is what makes these coins fascinating. The search for rare pennies becomes an experience filled with excitement. Every coin you check could be the one. You might find a rare 1991 double die variety. You might hold a 1991 wide AM proof style strike. You might discover an off-metal error. You might uncover a piece that collectors desperately want. What makes these coins even more special is the grading factor. A small scratch can reduce value, but a perfect shine with strong details can elevate a coin into extremely valuable territory. Some rare 1991 pennies graded by professional services have reached incredible valuations, and the market continues to grow. Collectors believe that this is only the beginning. As time passes, modern pennies that were once common are becoming harder to find in high-grade condition. Circulation wear, environmental exposure, and daily use slowly erase these coins from existence, making high-quality survivors incredibly rare. The 1991 penny is now entering that stage where fewer untouched examples exist, so prices continue to rise. The current market shows strong movement, and experts predict that rare variations from this era will become even more valuable in the future. That is why channels like Coins are dedicated to educating viewers about these incredible treasures. Knowledge is the key to discovery. Anyone can find a rare coin: a student, a worker, a collector, or someone casually sorting through pocket change. But knowing what to look for is what transforms ordinary people into treasure hunters. And that is the beauty of the rare Lincoln penny market. It invites everyone to participate. It encourages exploration. It reminds us that history is not just found in museums, sometimes it's found in your wallet. So keep searching your 1991 pennies. Look closely at the details, the spacing of the letters, the condition of the coin, and any strange markings. Study the coin under a good light. Compare it carefully. Because you never know, the next rare penny could be sitting right in front of you, waiting for you to discover its true value. And when that happens, remember where you learned it first. This is Coins, your home for rare coin knowledge, valuable discoveries, and the incredible stories hiding in everyday currency. Stay curious, keep exploring, and never underestimate the power of a single penny. Today we are diving deep into one of the most mysterious, most talked about, and unbelievably valuable categories in the world of numismatics: the rare Lincoln penny coins that have shocked collectors, shaken the current market, and turned ordinary pocket change into unbelievable fortune. Many people handle pennies every single day without ever realizing that one rare piece can be worth hundreds, thousands, and sometimes even hundreds of thousands of dollars. And today, we explore those unbelievable stories, focusing especially on the rare 1991 Lincoln penny, the history behind these coins, their current market performance, and how something as small as a cent can turn into a life-changing discovery. So sit back, relax, and get ready to learn everything you need to know, because this video may help you identify the next treasure hiding right in your home. The story of the rare Lincoln penny begins long before 1991. The Lincoln cent has been a part of American history since 1909, when it was first introduced to honor the 100th birth anniversary of Abraham Lincoln. From that moment onward, this coin captured the attention of collectors worldwide. Over the decades, small changes, mint errors, metal composition variations, and production mishaps resulted in certain pennies becoming extremely rare. These rare pieces, especially when preserved in high quality, have exploded in value. Some known error pennies have sold for 5 figures, 6 figures, and even close to 7 figures. But one year continues to gain attention because of its mystery, rarity, and sudden boom in collector demand, and that year is 1991. The 1991 Lincoln penny appears simple at first glance, just another modern coin. But hidden within this year are some special varieties and error strikes that the market has started valuing at extremely high levels. Collectors are now hunting for rare 1991 pennies with doubled dies, off-center strikes, wide AM varieties, close AM varieties, misaligned dies, planchet errors, and proof-striking variations. A single rare error from this year has shocked the market by jumping to extremely high values depending on condition, rarity, and certification grade. Some known examples have been reported at values entering tens of thousands. And in special cases where the strike quality is perfect and the error is extreme, the potential for value becomes almost unbelievable. This is why collectors all over the world are now checking their coin jars, old piggy banks, and pocket change. Today's collectors are especially focused on the fact that the current coin market is experiencing a surge in demand. Rare coins, specifically rare pennies, have become one of the strongest segments of the collectible industry. Even during economic ups and downs, rare pennies have shown stable or increasing performance. The curiosity, historic appeal, and affordability of searching for pennies make this market powerful. People can begin searching with nothing more than a handful of coins, and some end up discovering a treasure worth thousands. The current value of rare Lincoln cents is rising, and demand has reached international levels. Markets in the United States, the Middle East, Asia, and Europe all show growing interest in these small pieces of history. Some collectors even report current market values reaching ranges as high as $787.97642 for certain rare varieties depending on their grade, making it even more important for viewers to understand what to look for. The story of a rare penny does not lie only in its financial value. It lies in the mystery, the history, and the thrill of knowing that something so small can hold so much meaning. The 1991 penny represents the era of modern minting, where errors should have been rare, yet surprising mistakes still occurred. These surprises have created opportunities for collectors. Imagine holding a penny worth only 1 cent but later discovering that the same coin could be worth enough to pay bills, support a family, or contribute to a dream. People have found such coins accidentally while cleaning drawers, sorting old change, or opening forgotten jars stored for decades. Every single day, someone somewhere discovers a rare penny without even expecting it. This is what makes these coins fascinating. The search for rare pennies becomes an experience filled with excitement. Every coin you check could be the one. You might find a rare 1991 double die variety. You might hold a 1991 wide AM proof style strike. You might discover an off-metal error. You might uncover a piece that collectors desperately want. What makes these coins even more special is the grading factor. A small scratch can reduce value, but a perfect shine with strong details can elevate a coin into extremely valuable territory. Some rare 1991 pennies graded by professional services have reached incredible valuations, and the market continues to grow. Collectors believe that this is only the beginning. As time passes, modern pennies that were once common are becoming harder to find in high-grade condition. Circulation wear, environmental exposure, and daily use slowly erase these coins from existence, making high-quality survivors incredibly rare. The 1991 penny is now entering that stage where fewer untouched examples exist, so prices continue to rise. The current market shows strong movement, and experts predict that rare variations from this era will become even more valuable in the future. That is why channels like Coins are dedicated to educating viewers about these incredible treasures. Knowledge is the key to discovery. Anyone can find a rare coin: a student, a worker, a collector, or someone casually sorting through pocket change. But knowing what to look for is what transforms ordinary people into treasure hunters. And that is the beauty of the rare Lincoln penny market. It invites everyone to participate. It encourages exploration. It reminds us that history is not just found in museums, sometimes it's found in your wallet. So keep searching your 1991 pennies. Look closely at the details, the spacing of the letters, the condition of the coin, and any strange markings. Study the coin under a good light. Compare it carefully. Because you never know, the next rare penny could be sitting right in front of you, waiting for you to discover its true value. And when that happens, remember where you learned it first. This is Coins, your home for rare coin knowledge, valuable discoveries, and the incredible stories hiding in everyday currency. Stay curious, keep exploring, and never underestimate the power of a single penny. Today we are diving deep into the world of the rare Lincoln penny, a coin that millions of people touched, spent, ignored, or threw into a jar without realizing that some of these small copper pieces can secretly be worth a fortune. Imagine holding a coin that looks completely ordinary, brown, worn out, just another penny that you would never notice. But that same coin could be selling in the current market for hundreds, thousands, and even more than $700,000. Yes, a simple 1-cent coin turning into life-changing money. This is why collectors around the world search for rare Lincoln pennies like treasure hunters, because these coins carry history, errors, mystery, and hidden value that continues to rise every year. The Lincoln penny has been part of American currency for more than a century and has seen wars, recessions, new eras, and generations of people grow up with it. But inside this long history, there are special years, rare minting errors, and unique varieties that make some pennies extremely valuable. One of the most exciting years collectors look for is the 1998 Lincoln penny. At first glance it looks like a normal modern coin, but certain rare varieties of the 1998 penny have shocked the coin market. The popularity of this coin grew when collectors discovered unusual die varieties and hidden minting mistakes. These small differences, invisible to the untrained eye, can multiply a coin's value beyond imagination. A penny costing only 1 cent suddenly becomes a treasure chest for those lucky enough to find it. The story of the rare 1998 Lincoln penny is filled with excitement. During production, some coins were struck with a different reverse design than the standard one for that year. This mistake happened due to misplacement of master dies, a rare event that created a unique coin variety. Collectors named it the wide AM type, where the spacing between the letters A and M in the word America appears wider than normal. This small detail transformed an everyday coin into a valuable discovery. Over time these coins became more and more desirable, and the market value kept increasing as collectors raced to find them before they disappeared into private collections. The current market value for certain rare 1998 pennies is surprising. Even circulated coins can sell for good amounts, but high-grade versions with the wide AM design or strong mint state conditions can climb into the hundreds or thousands. Some exceptional examples submitted to grading companies have crossed record levels, and rare Lincoln pennies in general, including older historic issues, have reached unbelievable prices like $787,976 at major auctions. When numbers like that appear, collectors everywhere begin checking every old coin jar, wallet, and pocket because they know life-changing value can be hiding anywhere. Collectors love these coins because they carry more than just monetary worth. They bring history, craftsmanship, and the thrill of discovering something rare in a place you least expect. The Lincoln Penny series continues to be one of the most popular coin series in the world because every year has its own story. From the early wheat pennies of the 1900s to the recent modern issues, rare varieties keep appearing, increasing the excitement for everyone searching for them. Even beginners can find rare pennies in everyday life, which makes the journey even more exciting. You don't need to be a professional collector to discover a valuable coin. You just need patience, knowledge, and the curiosity to keep looking. When people hear stories of coins selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars, they start asking why these small pennies are so valuable. The answer is simple: rarity, demand, condition, and mistakes. A coin becomes valuable when it becomes hard to find, when collectors want it, when the condition is excellent, or when a rare production error makes it unique. The 1998 Wide AM penny is a perfect example. It is not old, it is not gold, and it is not a limited edition. But because it carries a rare design error that shouldn't exist, it became famous, desirable, and expensive. That is the magic of coin collecting. Value is not always based on size or material but on history and uniqueness. As the market keeps rising, more people are discovering the power of rare coins. The current coin market for rare Lincoln pennies is stronger than ever, with prices reaching new levels and collectors willing to pay high amounts for well-preserved coins. Every year auctions surprise experts with record-breaking results. Even common-looking pennies from the 1990s or early 2000s can sell for impressive prices if they belong to rare die varieties. This is the best time for collectors, beginners, and treasure hunters to check their coins because rare finds can appear anywhere from old drawers to coin rolls from the bank. So the next time you see a penny on the ground, in your old wallet, or in a money box, don't ignore it. Take a closer look. You might be holding a piece of history, a rare 1998 variety, or even a penny worth thousands of dollars. The journey of coin collecting is filled with surprises, and no one knows whose hands will discover the next extremely valuable coin. Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep checking your coins. Because the smallest coin in your pocket could be your biggest discovery, this is the Coins Channel, bringing you the best stories of rare money, real value, and hidden treasures. Keep watching, keep searching, and get ready for more amazing discoveries in the world of rare coins.